Okay, you know how like after you finish your studies and everything, right? Then suddenly you thought of starting a business or like doing a podcast, like growing your social media account and everything. Then suddenly everything just come back to you, crushing whatever dream that you have. And you just realize that, oh, oh shit, I have to start again from level one. I have to start again from the beginning, from first step. Like learning how to walk as a baby. What I'm saying is, right now I'm at a point where I realize that every time, every seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, years, decades, whatever, is a starting point. Including the time when you start to think whether or not your decisions are correct. That is also a starting point. Because I feel like I've started a lot of things for the past I don't know how many years, but I realized I started a lot of things. Even though it's not something big, I started things that is beneficial for myself. I started to learn how to talk to my parents, to open up to my parents. I started to learn how to draw properly. I started to try out commissions, opening commissions, drawing commissions for people. I started focusing a lot on my social media accounts. I started making some random videos. I started doing live streams. I started to actually learn how to play Valorant. I started spending more money, that one also. I started to get seriously involved in motorcycle related things. I started a relationship 3 years ago. I stayed in the relationship. I started to realize how hard it was, how much of a struggle it can really be, the amount of things that you have to go through and everything. And then now here I am starting to realize whether or not my current decision is correct. My decision to come back here and study, going through my first 3 paper was so hard. I am still struggling right now. There was this point that I thought to myself, like, should I quit? Should I start to feel like this isn't right for me? Then my uncle came in with an advice that if you're 50% sure of something, just do it. Then because he said that, I remember what my dad told me, that whatever you are doing, right, starting it is the hardest thing. And I passed that stage already. I passed through the starting stage where I jumped into it. I was like, at least I started it. I started to look into it on my own. Then I realized maybe I should just continue with the advice that my uncle gave. Right now, I'm 50% sure and unsure of what I'm doing. I don't know if I can pass. I don't know if I have enough resources. I don't know if I have too many limitations. But I guess, it made me realize that maybe I shouldn't care too much about it. Just do it. Don't just do it. If you feel like giving up, give up first. But doesn't mean you give up all the time. You kind of have to get back on your feet again eventually. But then it can be anytime, because every second, every minute, every hour, day, month, years, like I said, is a starting point. Maybe you don't see it now. Maybe you see it 5 minutes later, and then only you start. Is still a starting point, right? A start is a start, so I guess you just have to go through it, you know. It's a canon event for everybody. You will start something eventually, even if it's just waking up from your bed.